and you still getting burnt in your 30s, it's time to do a reality check and look yourself in the mirror and say, all right, what am I doing? Damn. Damn.
What happened? Wait, I gotta watch that. Wait, what happened?
Oh,
Hey,
something going
on yourself is the hardest war you can ever fight.
Right.
To conquer your internal issues is a war we are more scared of than fighting white supremacy. Most people go into relationships to distract from the need for self-care.
Yeah.
You see that? Yeah. Which is why I tell people, are you happy? Because if you're not happy, you have no business getting married. Because if you think you're going to marry Nick Cannon and he's going to make you happy being Nick Cannon, you're wrong. You know why? Because happiness is an emotion. And every emotion comes from inside you. Nobody makes you happy. Not Denzel. Nobody. You understand me?
Not Drake.
Nobody.
No.
If you were miserable before you got married, you're going to be miserable during the marriage. Because guess what? Marriage doesn't make problems go away. They explode them.
Yeah.
Do you see that?
Facts.
So you got, man, I'm going to marry her so she stopped thinking I'm cheating. She's not going to stop thinking you cheating.
Gonna make it worse.
Just going to make it worse.
Just tightened it up.
It's going to make it worse.
Yeah.
You see, and then the other issue too, Nick, is when we date, we're not transparent with each other. Both people are selling each other an idea.
A representation.
Absolutely. Dating is the only time you go shopping when you don't know the ingredients to the product. When you go buy a new car, you know what it got. AC, heat. You go to the restaurant, this is what we cook our green. But when you start dating, you don't get no list that say this woman been raped, molested, her father left her.
Yeah.
She's a foster kid, but she don't want to tell you that because she think that's going to turn you off if she didn't grow. You see that?
This man's a narcissist.
And guess when you start finding out what's really wrong with him? Once you get deep enough and in love enough, and then the true person surfaces. This is why you can date somebody. You ever see people dated for 10, 20 years? They was good.
Yeah.
Got married and divorced the first year. How y'all was together for 20 years? You know why? Because your ego that projects that false sense of who you are to the person, it stops lying under 3 conditions. The mask gets tore off under 3 conditions. Guess what they is? A woman gets pregnant, y'all move in together, or y'all get married. Those are the 3 conditions that forces the ego to reveal who you really are.
Right.
This is why I tell people you should never marry somebody if you didn't live with them for at least 3 months. There's no way I'm marrying a woman. There's no way I would let my daughters marry a man who you didn't cohabitate with for at least 3 months. Because guess what, Nick? When you were just picking her up and dating for 10 years, that's easy. But when you go and sleep in her house, you sleep in her house, you didn't know she had a secret cell phone. You didn't know her ex-husband knocks on the door all times of the night. You didn't know she don't like to clean up the damn house. You didn't know she don't wash her hands before she. You see what I'm saying? You start seeing. You didn't know her mother come over here and post up on the couch all night with her funky toe. Do you see?
Facts.
It's not until you live with somebody that you really know who they are. Now I do tell women this, Nick, because we can abuse that.
Yeah.
We'll live with a woman for 20 years and say I still ain't made up my mind yet. Y'all damn near to the cemetery. What you mean you ain't made up your mind? So I tell sisters 2 years. If you've been living with a man consistently under the same roof for 2 years, he knows if he's going to marry you. It's up to you whether you're going to be the fool to hang around after 2 years. Because as you know, being a man, after a year, you got a pretty good idea whether could be a wife, if she could be a wife. After the second year, you.
That's where he fucked up at. So she gonna bust it off for 2 years. No.
Hey, Nick Cannon body language definitely says that he checked out a long time ago. Hey,
so he gonna give Nick Cannon no time to talk, probably. I can see
that. No time.
You don't
time to
respond because that's like daisy chaining. You want to know what daisy chaining? Daisy chaining is where a black woman. This nigga just keep going.
Hey, he was like, what's that? He was like, you want to know what the 3 things is? What's that?
That's all you got time to get in. That's all. He get 3 seconds.
You want to know what the universe?
I'm kind of surprised Dr. Umar was promoting shacking up, but that's another story. But not to say I don't believe in that, because I believe you should take a test drive before you buy a car. That's just me.
For sure.
Because he did explain some damn good reasons as to why you wanna find out those things because you really don't know, man. She might have some really terrible habits, like her hygiene might just be poor, or she's just a messy person. You like to be organized, or it's so many different things that you're gonna find out just by living around, and the people that actually come through and all that. Like, yeah, you have to know. I don't think 3 months is enough. I think you need probably like a good year at least, right? And we all know psychologically women can hold their representative in the forefront for up to 2 years. So, you just had to be careful about that. You need to pay attention to the red flags. Don't let the sex cloud you, and you'll probably be all right.
All right, let's go get Marcus, and then Marcus trying to say something. Go ahead.
All right, so I just want to be clear. There is no reason for a man to hit a woman. Like, I don't care what she did specifically. Leave her. We need to normalize maintaining your levels of respect and leaving. Like, it's never okay to be hitting these women. Like, that's just, there isn't, like, I get what she might have done something.
Never. You using the word
so
never.
Marcus.
Okay.
Marcus,
If your life
there's
is
no
at
fuck
risk.
around and find out. There is no fuck around and find out at all. Absolute zero.
What you saying? Like, explain.
That's
fuck around.
No, we're asking
I-
you
yeah.
because
There's not
you
an
said there's
instance
never a
of fuck
reason
around
for
and
a man
Okay,
to
find
well,
out.
let me. All right, so there's never a reason outside of her posing immediate threatening harm to you, like she got a gun, a knife, and you trying to get away.
Okay. All right.
Outside of
Okay.
that,
All
there,
right.
if y'all arguing in a relationship, look, the problem
What
with
about your
relationship,
child? What about your child though?
you can't hit her for that. Only you just can't hit her.
For putting your child in danger?
You can't hit her. You need to take your child away from her. You need to do whatever you need to get away. Don't hit the woman though. Like, so
What she hit you?
leave her. Leave her. Look, by the time somebody gets to the point where they're gonna put their hands on you, the level of respect is so far gone.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
That
Where's
it's
the, who was with the dude out the Pirates of the Caribbean, the actor? What's the girl
Johnny
name?
Depp. Johnny Depp.
The girl. Pause.
He should have. So Bruiser. Say you got a
Amber Heard.
Say you get
Amber
Amber
Heard. What if she Amber Heard you?
Leave her. Look, look. This is a sliding scale. You know how many things you got to ignore to get to the point where somebody raise their hand to hit you. You got to ignore the escalation of them yelling. You got to ignore the escalation of them being extremely disrespectful and condescending. You got to ignore. Like, I watched this show called Never Mets. I don't know if y'all ever seen it before, but so it's a new show that came on where these people been dating online for years and they finally meet together. And everything was cool online. They get together. It's one guy on there, right? He's not a very dominant man. And the woman he's dating is from Brooklyn, and she extremely domineering. She be talking to him crazy. She called him a bitch the other day. She threw flowers and stuff at him. And he's constantly trying to figure out how to make that relationship work. It won't ever work because she doesn't respect him. When you get in a relationship where the women don't respect you, you just leave and find a woman that respects you. And it's possible that you may need to repair something in you to maintain respect. It's very possible. It's very possible.
Is it easy to find a good woman as easily as you just said it was?
I think so.
Hell yeah. I think
you
so.
Aspirational, Viz. Cut it out.
I think so. Shit.
Okay. You know what? I can't say that to you, Viz, because you're always aspirational to some point that I can't even fathom. It gives me stomach ache. You understand? Because here's the thing: if we go to the alpha of yesteryear, a woman is warned, then she is penalized, then she is physically disciplined. That's how old alphas used to. The society we have, most men are beta because they're not allowed to enforce their households. I am not promoting abusing women. So let's get that out the way. So we live in a beta-matic society, if you want me to say it that way, where women, as Shannon said earlier, can do what they want because they have the law. They can be in your face saying, hell nah, F you, all this stuff, what you gonna do, mush you, swing on you, and they take inches. They take inches to the point where nice old Marcus wants to speak that tender lover Johnny Gill stuff to her, and she smacked hot fire out your face and knock them glasses off. Not saying your wife would.
No, I know.
Look, you're a big man. You got to reach up.
Yeah, she gonna have to
It's
do a lot,
sketchy,
Kim.
right?
But look, I have A1 dick. I will remove the dick from her before she.
Here we go.
Look,
He gotta hype himself. This dude here, man.
what I'm saying.
That's what we gonna do, Marcus.
Listen to me. Just
Done?
listen to what I'm
All
saying.
right,
Listen
all
to the
right.
point I'm making.
You
Listen to
a
the point I'm
porno
making.
star. I go on mute.
The point I'm making is I have something that she would want. I will take that thing away as the punishment. I'm not hitting her. If my presence is something she admires, I'll take that away. I'm not hitting her. If I'm there as an emotional, like, what is it? What you call the thing? The value.
Emotional
If I'm
function.
somebody that's she rely like. Look, when women trust you and they put they all into you, they look to you for damn near everything. The removal of your presence is worse than physically hitting them. It is.
So, Marcus, would you say the penis is the ultimate neutralizer of all deviant behavior in women?
No, I'm just when you was talking about punishments, I was just thinking like shit. I'll take this away, I'll take that away, I'll take this away, I'll take that away. If she don't get it together, I will be gone. But I'm not gonna hit her unless it's sexual.
Women. I can't say that women come good. Like I know somebody said it's a good woman. I don't think women come good. I think once you get her, then it's up to you to be able to kind of guide her into. Y'all guide each other into or tell each other how y'all or whatever. If she's impressionable, I think that is a better way to put it. But a woman coming good is very subjective to the man that's dating her or with her.
For sure.
You get what I'm saying? I don't think they just come good. Like a lot of them, for the most part, if we could use statistics, but I try to stay away from it. Come the opposite, like fucked up. It's traumatized. I mean, we just saw a whole interview of how they come. So to say that there's a good woman out there is ridiculous at this point. So I think it's all based on the man and his ability to impress this woman to the point where she might be able to compensate for the things she lacked, make the changes necessary for them to thrive in a relationship. I think that's an important thing. Just saying.
Let's keep it a buck here too, man. A woman, if a woman is digging you enough, be it your gang, your G, the D you laying down, whatever the case may be, she's going to conform to whatever it is that you're calling for, that you want. In many cases. Now, and to Kenny's point, I don't know about all the rest of the fellas, but just with what I do, I come across a lot of women. You know, over the years, I've always just been in the presence of women with my job. So in those situations, I can tell typically how a woman carries herself in the most part. And then once I do become friends with her or just see how she interacts, you can tell if a woman is a good woman or not, and if she's volatile in that sense. But
who can tell? Who can tell?
Whoever is in the vicinity. If you're in that area and you're seeing how she interacts with other people, I mean that's typically a telltale of their personality.
Do you think that's a skill set, or do you think that's just something that everybody's just born with?
I think that is a skill set. I think that is a skill set. I think we're all born with discernment, but it's your own choice if you wish to fine tune it or not.
Look, I heard
somebody a lot of it is XP. I'm not going like there's part of it that I don't think we're born with much of what we need to be equipped to vet women. I think a lot of it is XP. You got to get out there and do that, right? And hopefully you have people in your life that schooled you, right? But not all of us are exposed to that. Like a lot of us, we just talked about how fathers are scarce sometimes. You may not have positive role models in your life, so it's not easy for everybody to just do that. I mean, I understand it, right? But it's something that I had to learn. But at least I understand. It was a point in my life where I didn't know anything about it. And so at least I can speak to that where like, nah, you may not have a clue because women know how to play the game. You think women ain't got no finesse? They literally watching TikTok and YouTube and Instagram to learn how to finesse you, how to get him to how to live in his mind rent free. Like they're working on this. It's a craft to them. And if you haven't been developing your skills to fight that matchup, you're going to be hit out here. For some of us, it comes easy, but we have to understand that to the average person, they getting some of these youngsters out here. They are really working on the finesse game,
but that's part of the game, though. You know what I'm saying? That's part of the game. So it's I hear what you're saying, but back in the day, and I'm sure Shannon can solidify it. Those niggas was Tricks and Johns. If you was getting played in the game, then that's what you was. It's either you got to pick a side. So if you choose to remain ignorant to the game, then you just gonna be another Trick or another John. That's part of the game.
So look, I think we need to look at the women as like a my player or some shit like that. Like if she come with all the attributes and badges and shit, then it's just don't even fuck with her, bro. You need a woman that you can upgrade. You know what I'm saying?
They don't tell you that. They don't tell you that. They don't tell you. They'll be having 90 bodies. They're not going to tell you. They're going to be like, I got 4. Like, you don't know what's going on. They're not going to tell you that I finessed the last 17 dudes that I was with. They're not coming like that. They're going to present themselves as a nice girl or whatever your fantasy is. They're going to show you their representative, as Shan would say. That's what they're going to do. They're not going to tell you this is what I'm about. They all come with the same game. Just like us, how we were talking about it earlier.
Of finding the information through conversation. This is a matter of finding this information through spending time and paying attention to signals and shit like that. So, and I'm not really necessarily talking about her body count when I talk about badges and upgrades and shit. I'm just talking about she's just into you. She hasn't been around everywhere and all that shit. She's young. She don't have any kids. I think that's a start. You get what I'm saying? But I get.
So we should stay away from the older ladies then.
Put on her best
like talking about.
I get what you're saying with that. But I'm just saying.
I heard somebody say this shit. It's some of the realest shit I ever heard. When they got older, they controlled the ability to choose who they actually love.
What did he say?
When they became older men, they gained the ability to be able to choose. Like, you know how when you're younger, you get the butterflies and you be like, oh, I just love her, and you ignore all of those red flags and things. They were saying as they got older, they were so strict in the parameters of what they felt was necessary to maintain respect. They chose who they loved. They didn't just let it happen. So if it was a girl,
that's from XP. That's from XP. That's from XP. It's not just like they just you just get older and you just get it. You got experience, man. You was out there doing what it do. You made hella mistakes and then you got better at it. That's the problem. You could make a lot of mistakes on your way. That's what we're missing. A lot of dudes get screwed up in the process. By the time all that stuff happens to you,
Marcus, love is a choice.
I agree. If you got two women in front of you, and one you feel like you care about, I said this all the time. One you feel like you care about more than the other one, and you know she's gonna make your life difficult, and one is gonna make your life better. You better choose the one that make your life better.
Yeah, no question.
Like
choose to love her. Choose to love her.
And to Trev, I agree with what you're saying with the XP part, but how many times do you got to get burnt before you learn from it? You know what I'm saying? If you in your 20s, you early 18, 19, you in your 20s, and you still getting burnt in your 30s, it's time to do a reality check and look yourself in the mirror and say, all right, what am I doing? Damn.
Bro,
what happened? I gotta watch that. Wait, what happened?
Oh,
hey, something going on, Marcus.
I tell you,
it was like he was falling through the matrix or something. Like
what the fuck?
Fell into something.
Yo, Marcus, you good?
This woman hit him or something, bro.
What the fuck? Yo, what was that? Yo, is he all right? He didn't fall out, did he? Is he good?
I hope he's okay.
Hey, Marcus, you straight?
Swatted.
Marcus, you got
no, he get swatted.
Might need an intervention. We gotta watch what he smoked. I don't understand.
He said, "What would you smoke?"
He smoked something. He fell through a dimension. He was like, "I'm like, what's going on with this?"
Man, I got the window open, and this wind blew the motherfucking painting off the wall. That shit just smacked the shit out of me.
Oh, okay.
Yo, that's not what looked like happened. I just watched that shit on the replay, bro. That looked like a different tale from what you just said. God damn.
Not you looked at on the replay, Trev.
Nah.
You thought I just got beat up?
I'm definitely about to play with this clip.
I was
For
thinking
sure.
in my head, who rolled up in Marcus's spot real quick at this hour at night? That's what I was thinking. I'll make sure he all right. No, who rolled up in his spot? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Pause.
Nah, this wind is going crazy. It just blew 3 painters down, and I got
blew you over. Yo, he in Chicago,
I got hit with
right?
the
That's
paint.
supposed to be Windy City.
Storm now. I heard it's supposed to be a storm and some possible tornadoes tonight.
That's the way the shit was did. It felt
I
like
look at Marcus got some ops out there. He got some ops where he lives.
Could be bad.
it was the red pill telling me, "Oh, you don't want to hit women? We got something for your ass."
Man,